Okay, now for this last one, since we were talking about inversions, I want you to hear something. If I take, like when I was up here playing this A and the D with the A and the bass, on my 4 chord, I'm going to put a lower note in the chord. So it's a 4 chord with the 5th of the chord in the bass. Kurt Cobain does this a lot. This is a pretty common thing to do, but it's a pretty thick, chunky sound. All right, so let's do number 4. So let's do rhythm number 3, and I'm going to add that kind of thicker note on the thick string. So it's still in the chord. It's just the 5th of the chord below the root. If you don't know what that means, it's okay. Just take this chord and bar 1 extra string. All right. So this is strum pattern number 3, and we're doing exercise number 4. So it starts on the 4 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat. So that's a great example of taking something that you would maybe associate with being like really heavy music, like I said, maybe like alternative or some of the Nirvana stuff. But it also sounds like kind of like a 70s Fleetwood Mac thing. You know, you get that nice, chunky, full low end, but you can play it clean and it sounds really good. So this is some of my favorite stuff to do in the studio is layer guitar parts and come up with these different inversions, maybe different capo positions across the neck. And maybe a part by itself seems really simple and almost kind of boring, like you can take it for granted. But if it weren't in the mix, you would really miss it. Like a part like that would really drive a song forward. You know, that's a rhythm that's in the low end and pretty powerful, pretty driving. Things like that are really worth exploring and playing around with. And we haven't even talked about like different guitar tones or distortion or effects like tremolo. We'll get into that kind of stuff later when we start talking about tone. This is just more getting you to see the neck in a new way and seeing how many options you really have with just these C.A.G.E.D chords. It's pretty cool what you can do.